What are some of the limitations of language? All right, that is today's question. And welcome to my channel. My name is Thomas, and I do videos on educational matters. We have a number of different topics lined up here that will be coming, but we are first starting with a bunch of videos on the tree of life, just to get you familiar with it and fluent with it, so that you are able to use the tree of life to help you learn all these other subjects that we will be learning later on. Many of those subjects are pretty difficult and require some discipline. And the tree of life is something that it's a structure, it's a geometry that will help you to access and to recall, to organize, to prioritize a lot of different subjects. So today we're looking at number 36 on the tree of life. Also, if you, first of all, I'm doing 144 of these videos, and if you want to get a complete list of all those, just click the link in the description and I will send you out my guide to the 144 fractal faculties. It's just an annotated list, with a description of each one of the 144 fractal faculties. And then also, if you want to get a quick update or introduction to the Tree of Life, just go to my video that's called Tree of Life, A Short Introduction. And that should get you up to speed enough to be able to follow along with all 144 of these videos. Now, we are doing number 36 today. And what are some of the limitations of language? You can see here that number 36 is in the 8th sphere. So this is the last one from the 8th sphere. We've been doing this, but the 8th sphere has to do with the consensus worldview, the expert opinion, the powers that be, and the establishment. This is what we get when we go out into the public sphere. So once we start, in the 9th sphere, this is where we're a young child to start with, and we are growing up in the home. Here we move out into the public sphere once we start going to school, once we start going to church, and so on. And we're subject to these powers that be, and the establishment, and the opinions, and the expert opinions, and the guys in the white lab coats that are telling us what we're supposed to think and what we're supposed to believe. And so these are the faculties that are here at the 8th sphere, our belief systems, and also our logical thinking faculty, our left brain intellect. But this is just the left brain on the concrete, on the most surface level. Okay, so this is like separating things out into different categories. Now, recall that the tree of life is a map of our consciousness. Okay, and just like any map, it's basically taking a 3D reality and projecting it onto a 2D thing, okay? And what we're doing here is we're fractalizing the tree. So we're taking the whole tree, which has 12 different categories, or really 12 different faculties of consciousness. The tree of life itself is a map of consciousness. Each one of these different aspects is a different aspect of consciousness, or a different faculty of consciousness. Now, but we can take the whole tree and we can shrink it down and apply it to each one of the faculties. So we boil it down into like mini faculties, or what I call fractal faculties. Okay, so that's what we do here, but we're using it for number 36. It's the 0 sphere. Okay, so we're taking the whole tree and we're talking about just the 0 fractal within the 8th sphere. Okay, so that 0 has to do with where the first sphere is everything, and the universe, everything in the universe. The 0 is nothingness, and the 0 is emptiness, and the 0 has to do with the state of inner peace that kind of precedes the universe. It's not in the universe. It's not part of the universe. But it is part of the creator. It's the part that the creator reserves for itself. So this is the kind of aspect that is within the A-sphere. Another way of thinking of it is just the hidden aspect. It's kind of like Sun Ra says, at first there was nothing, and then nothing turned itself inside out and became something. So we're kind of looking at the thing before it turns itself inside out. Okay, and so that's the part of the A-sphere that we're looking at for this particular fractal, number 36, which is called Sheath, the Knife of Language. Stage number 36 is about protecting ourselves from the limitations and the dangers of relying on left brain reason or intellect. Reality precedes the words describing it, which are slow, articulating and enunciating at only one syllable at a time. Reason cannot determine truth, and duality is mutually exclusive, because or and either leaves out both and neither. Reason can demonstrate the truth, but cannot discover it, cannot determine it. Reason must hold and point, while truth moves on its merry way. Reason is vulnerable to circularity, false premises, rationalizations, and consensus bias. It is also divisive, exclusive, and static. Reason also uses a lot of trick plays, but don't bite on the fakes. And don't get me wrong, intellect is a powerful tool, but just one of many in our shed, just one of many in our head. Try to protect ourselves from intellect's excesses and cover it up when not in use. And again, despite its limitations, reason is still superior to emotions as a basis for our decision making. Okay, short one there. That is the zero fractal of the A-sphere. And that one is called Sheath, the Knife of Language. And that pretty much wraps up the A-sphere. And so tomorrow, or maybe today, if I can, use my time wisely, then we will start upon the 7th sphere and number 37 on the list. Okay, thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. Please press the like button. You can also share the video with others, subscribe to the channel, make constructive comments in the comment section. And again, click the link in the description if you'd like to get my free copy of the 144 Fractal Faculties, or each one of these videos that I'm going to be rolling out here. You can also donate to me directly through Cash App and Venmo. Again, I'll be doing number 37 on this list in a very short amount of time, so please stay tuned for that. And otherwise, have a great day.